Hello everyone and welcome to Software Concepts. In this video we are going to learn the difference between machine language, assembly language and high level language. As we all speak different languages, computers also have some specific languages. They don't understand our language directly. So when we write programs to get executed by the computer, we have to write it in a language understandable to them. So that is machine language. Computers understand only one language, that is machine language. However, we have three languages in which we can write a program, in which we can write a computer program. Those three languages are machine language, assembly language and high level language. What are these and what is the difference between all these three? We are going to see in the upcoming slides. So now we will discuss about machine language. Machine language is the first and the oldest language used by programmers to write computer programs. In machine language, programs are written in the form of binary digits, zeros and ones. Binary digits are called bits. Short form is bit. So now, when we write a program using machine language, we have to write in the form of zeros and ones. For example, I want to add two numbers. I want to do the addition of two numbers. Then how I'm going to write the add? How I'm going to give the add command is I'm going to write 01010010. This is my add command. Now how CPU interprets it, what it is add command. What CPU does is CPU has an instruction set. Every CPU has an instruction set which says if the command is 01010010, that means do addition. So in this way CPU understands. But this is a tedious process. I mean, to write one line of code, this is okay. In today's in today's date, we write number of lines of code and how many zeros and ones we will write. So machine language is the tedious one. Is difficult to read, difficult to understand, difficult to write. So machine language is not that good option to write a program. And also, machine language is not portable. Now if we have a CPU created by one company that has one particular set of instructions, that may not be same for another CPU created by another company. Then we can't compile, we can't execute the code written for one CPU. We can't execute that code in another CPU. That says the programs written in machine language are not portable. So to make the programming little easier, the assembly language was developed. So now we will see what is assembly language. So we'll talk about assembly language. In assembly language, every instruction is identified by a name or a number rather than bits, a set of bits. Now, as a part of machine language, if I want to do addition, I am writing 01010010. In assembly language, this part became easier by writing add or subtract. So in this way, the commands are given, some name is given. So it became little easier for the programmers to read, write and understand. Now again the problem is a computer understands only machine language. So though we write a program in assembly language, we have to convert the program or translate the program into machine language. So there comes a component called assembler. Assembler is used to translate the code written in assembly language to machine language. What assembler does is it takes the name add as an input and it produces the output 01010010, which is easily understandable by the CPU, by the computer. Though it became a little easier for programmers, but again the assembly language has some downsides, some drawbacks. Like Assembly language requires a lot of instructions have to be written. For example, I want to perform a function called a is equal to b into 2 plus 5. So here how assembly language performs it. First, it assigns a value to b. Then it performs b multiplied by 2, stores the result. Then it adds that result to 5, and then the final result it allocates to variable a. So near about some 4 steps are performed. So this again becomes tedious. For a simple equation, a big so many lines of code has to be written. And then again, assembly language programs are not portable, same like machine language. I mean, the program written for one system cannot be run on program written for another program written for one system cannot be run on another system. So assembly language was also not the feasible solution. So to overcome the drawbacks of machine language and the assembly language, high level language is developed. So now we will see what is high level language. Yeah. Now here comes the high level language. So we all know C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Perl, what we use in today's date. These are all high level languages. Now high level language became feasible and interesting because it is easy to read and write, as commands used in high level language are same as our natural language which we talk, like read, write. So it becomes easy for us to write. We can give the variable names whichever we want, and as well as it becomes easy. I mean, if I am writing a code, any other programmer also can read the code. So it became a high level language became popular. Then the high level language requires less set of instructions. Like if I have to perform a is equal to b into 2 plus 5, then it can be done in single line in high level language. Just one single line, write a is equal to b into 2 plus 5, it will perform it. We don't need to break the instructions. Yeah, this is one more advantage. And then coming to again, even though we write programs in high level language, computer understands only machine language. So what we have to do is, now we have to translate our high level language code into machine language code. So here we use compilers or interpreters to produce an here we use a compiler or interpreter to produce machine language code. What is compiler, what is interpreter, and the difference between the two we will discuss in the next video, another video. That is one more topic. And more importantly, the high level language programs are portable. The program written on one system can be compiled and executed on another system. So we don't need to rewrite the code. So here with all this, high level language became a solution for drawbacks of machine language and assembly language. High level language is highly used to write programs, and it gives us a comfortable environment to write software programs. I hope you all liked my video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. More videos are on the way on software concepts. You can give a like. You can write some comments if you want to communicate anything from your side. Thank you, everyone.